Looking ahead to tomorrow, temperatures warm up even more. Today felt nice and comfortable, but tomorrow hitting the 80s. So make sure you got the sunscreen handy as it's that time of year. You definitely want to be layering it on frequently as we do see lots of sun and high UV index. This kind of weather that we have tomorrow, more typical of late June. So we're almost jumping ahead about 4 to 6 weeks when it comes to the little preview of what's to come later on this summer. Leading up to that point, down to 51 degrees under a partly cloudy sky tonight with a light southeast breeze. And then for tomorrow, starting out a little cool. As you can see, those 50s lingering around, then quickly back into the 70s and yes, the 80s by the mid-afternoon. Some clouds drifting through, but overall, like today, we'll probably see more sunshine than not with a light southeast breeze. So beautiful conditions around the corner, especially because we don't have to deal with the typical summer mugginess. The humidity stays nice and low, so we get the heat without that added effect of all that moisture in the air. Now, when it comes to the 80s, we generally see about 7 of those during a typical month of May. So far, only up to 1, but of course, the month is not even a third over, so we'll probably add on to this value as we go throughout the course of the month. It would take a lot for us to break the record for most 80-degree days in May. That is 1934, the whopping 22 days spent in the 80s. So we'll see if we can get up the average first before we even try to challenge that record. Now, late this week, keep an eye on Friday. There is a 1 out of 5 risk for severe storms across most of northern Illinois. You can see southern Wisconsin left out of here so far. Same with far northern Boone and McHenry counties. This is for mainly flooding rainfall, but again, we'll have to keep an eye out for other severe threats too. You see on Future Track, rain rolling in very early Friday morning. We'll continue to have showers throughout the majority of the morning, and here's where we may get one little window for thunderstorms, and then things start to dry out a little in the afternoon. So late morning to afternoon, definitely stay on your toes and stay weather aware as we do have that threat for stronger storms. After a stormy Friday, mostly dry on Saturday, but there's still a slight chance for some activity in the afternoon, and then showers roll in on Mother's Day as temperatures drop down into the 60s. After that, it's back to the 70s with sunshine. In your most accurate 10-day forecast, we do see a long stretch of dry weather next week. In fact, once rain leaves this weekend, maybe a little hard to come by over the next 10 days. So let's hope we get a soaking rainfall to keep our lawns and gardens happy. In the 4-degree guarantee, it's all about the number 78 tonight. We forecasted 78. It hit 78 for a high. Cash total's up to 78. Not forecasting that for tomorrow, though. We'll see if we can get that cash total back to over $90 by tomorrow afternoon.